Is your article vegan? Katamon the next day.
One of the first cultural shocks you can have while living in a new place, in a new country, has to do with grocery shopping. Like it was in Germany for me. I was very curious about what kind of supermarkets I was going to find, what kind of products, if I was going to find vegetables or not. And I have to say, doing grocery shopping in Germany is quite an experience. So first, I would like to share with you a few things that I think it's important to consider while doing grocery shopping here, like what kind of supermarkets are there, when do they open, and then I'll give you a small tour in a typical supermarket here in Germany, what I usually go to. In Germany, there's many supermarkets. You're gonna find many different brands, many different varieties. You can find, for instance, Rewe, Edeka, which are a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but I think they're really good. Quality is also really good. Then you're also gonna find supermarkets like Lidl, Aldi, Penny maybe as well, which are a bit cheaper, more affordable. The quality for vegetables, fruit, maybe meat also is not that good. It's like I would not really buy that there. But there's so many other things and many other kind of products you get at Lidl and Aldi, and they're so affordable and quality is also good. Then you have Kaufland as well. Kaufland is more like in the middle. It's not too expensive but also not too cheap. I think it's in the middle, and quality usually is good as well. It's also usually very big, so at least the Kaufland I have at home or close to my home, it's very big and you can find everything you need, literally everything you need. There's so many other supermarkets like Real as well. There's no Real close to where I live, so that's why I do not mention it. I haven't gone there that much, but I have heard that it's really good, and there's some other options as well. Something very important to take into account is that on Sundays and bank holidays, supermarkets are not opened. You're not gonna find anything, nothing. So if you really need to buy something, and if you're planning like a big dinner for Sunday and for Monday, you really need to make sure to do your grocery shopping on Saturday morning or on Friday if you can. If you go on Saturday afternoon, sometimes it's too late, like it's happened to me. Like sometimes I go and it's like, yeah, it's 2 o'clock, I still have time and I can find everything I need, but so many things are just gone. A lot from the vegetables are gone, so you just have to go somewhere else or just like change your plans about what you're gonna cook. Especially for special occasions like Christmas or New Year's Eve, it's so hard to really find the things you need when you go late. You really have to do it in advance, and it's crazy, it's a madness seeing all these people just going and buying all of the stuff they can. So try to do it in advance. Sometimes on Sundays or bank holidays you can find as well supermarkets opened very far away from where you live. Usually they're the ones close to the Tankstelle or Flughafen, but usually they're just mini supermarkets. They're very small, you're not gonna find everything you need, and usually they're also a lot more expensive than the regular ones. To do your grocery shopping, you usually take your bags with you, your reusable bags like I always do, or if you don't have them or just forget about them, you can also buy a paper bag. All the supermarkets sell paper bags. They're not using plastic bags anymore, which is good, so you don't have to worry about that. But using your own bags is the best option. So now I'll take you to the supermarket. This supermarket is Kaufland. I usually come here because it's very big. It has everything you need usually, and it has so much variety from everything. Here's the vegetable section. There's so much variety, all kind of vegetables. I'm very happy actually because I thought I was not gonna find many vegetables or fruit. Like I love mango and I eat it very often. And even if I don't find all the kind of fruit options that I would like, there's at least some good options always available for you. As you can see, also in the products, there's plastic everywhere. Almost every single product has a lot of plastic in it. Yeah, look at this. Almost every product has plastic. For me, it's really hard because I really try to avoid plastic and I do not want to use it that much. So when I can, I use this frische Tasche, which is very practical, very useful sometimes, and you don't have to use the plastic bags all the time at the supermarket for the vegetables, especially for the products you can pick and just wait. There are some products you have to wait as well. Mind the label, usually it says bitte article vegan, and that means you really have to wait this product. You have to do it, because if you don't do it at the time of paying, they're not gonna let you pay.
Bitte article vegan. No, article vegan, the next day.
So you also have to take that into account. I haven't seen it in other supermarkets, but in Kaufland it happens a lot, so keep that in mind. So do not forget to weigh your product and put the price tag on it. Something that I find interesting also is the soup and grün. You find this soup and grün, which is actually everything you need to make soup. It's the basis, and it's actually pretty good because everything's there together, so you don't need to buy everything separate, just like this little box. And yeah, it's quite practical. What I don't like is that this one has a lot of plastic on it. Sometimes they use different ways just to package it in a different way without plastic, but well, sometimes they don't. Something else that I really like at the German supermarkets is that you find fresh herbs like basilicum, minze, rosemary, petersilie, so many other kinds that you can just take home, and some of them last for months if you really take care of them. So that's really good. There's also canned food everywhere, like in any other country. Usually I consider canned food not that healthy and not that good. I really avoid to buy it. But I have to say, when there's something that is not fresh or I just don't find it, I can use something from the dose just in case. Not that often, but yeah, sometimes it's also useful. There's also a bakery section. Of course, the quality is also different. Like the quality at the regular bakery is a lot better, but it's also an option. And actually I thought it was going to be worse, but it's not. So if you do not have time, or if it's too late, or you just want to eat something quickly, just get it at the bakery from the supermarket and it's not a big deal. It's also an option, and it's a lot better than just buying toast and packaged bread, right? There's also a small gluten-free section, very small, but there is the option. Eggs. When you buy eggs, try to buy them when they say Freilandhaltung or Freihaltung, or bio eggs if you can, not Wollenhaltung. With the Freilandhaltung, animals are supposed to be very well taken care of. They have more space and they're supposed to be happier as well. And Wollenhaltung really does not take care of the animals at all. They just grow them to produce. You can also find milk and all related products. You can find all kinds of stuff like quark, Sana, cream fresh, yogurt, everything you need. You can also find almond, soy milk, and other types that I do not know about. Also all kinds of cheese, queso, mozzarella, parmigiano, cheddar cheese, feta, halloumi, well, everything. Oh, there's even a vegetarian and vegan option as well. Very small, but well, at least there's the option, and there's something that is improving gradually in Germany, little by little. And now we are at the techie. Here, usually there's a small section for fish, very small, and the rest is for meat. There's all kind of meat and all kind of sausages, all kind of options you can find. Fleischwurst, Leberwurst, Blutwurst, Schinken, Sülze, everything. So many options. And for meat, you usually find mostly pork meat. It's the most common here in Germany, but you also find some options with red meat, chicken, and some other stuff sometimes. You can also find packaged meat ready for you. I think the quality is not that good. Like if you really want to buy quality meat and good meat and thinking about the animals as well, the best is to go to Metzgerei and get the meat there. Usually Metzgereis get the meat from farms where they take care of the animals, and the quality is a lot better. But if sometimes you just need to buy meat when you're at the supermarket, you don't have time anymore, so you can also take a look at the labels. This is number one. Number one usually is really bad. Number four is also bio sometimes, where the animals were taken care of in a better way. It's a bit more expensive as well, but well, I think at the end it's worth it. You can also find packaged and ready for you all kinds of sausages and all kinds of ham, everything. Salami and all kinds of sausages as well. You're gonna see them not just in that section, but also all around the supermarket sometimes. All kinds of sauces, barbecue sauces, chili sauces. There's a mustard, mayo, ketchup. This sauce, for instance, is one of my favorites, and we love it for burgers especially. It's really good. It says chaff, spicy, and actually this one for me is not spicy at all, but it's also very tasty. It's pretty good. There's also usually a huge section for spices, for all kinds of seasonings and ready mixes. Ready mixes are usually from these brands, Maggi and Knorr. I find that very interesting. I'm so surprised about this, because you can find all kinds of options for many kinds of dishes, like ready mixes for lasagna, for chili con carne, for German dishes as well, like rouladen, sauerbraten, everything. There's so many options and it's so interesting. Some of them have also vegetarian options, so you also can walk by if you need ideas about what to cook, and there's some good options as well. So of course many people are gonna say, yeah, that's not the best way to cook, or that's not for professional cooking. Of course, this is not a cooking show. I'm just showing like a few ideas that people, for instance, that do not have much time during the week and are looking for practical options just to cook at home. Also people that just cannot find what they used to cook at home, or when they cook it here is not the same. So they're looking for, of course, new ideas. And you don't want to spend more than an hour during the week for the cooking. You really want to do it quick, especially if you do not like cooking. So these are really good options, I think. I use these ready mixes especially during the week when I do not have much time, and I try to make them especially with dishes that are not bad and healthy. I use them, for instance, for curry Hähnchen, with coconut milk sometimes. For gyros, because sometimes I don't really find all the spices I need for gyros. It's a bit complicated sometimes. So if you have the ready mix for it, it makes it a lot easier. Lasagna as well. For lasagna, I usually try to use zucchini instead of pasta, because I'm trying to look for more healthier options. Has worked pretty good. And for some other dishes, I just do not need any ready mix. Like for chili con carne, gefüllte paprika, usually I don't cook during the week the Colombian or German dishes, because they take a lot of preparation and a lot of time. Maybe something quick that is German that I make during the week sometimes is this Kassler Lachsbraten with sauerkraut and Spiegelei. It's very delicious and very easy to make. Now we are in the drink section. This is very interesting, because I never imagined that Germans had so much variety of wines. They had so much wine, different kinds of red wine, of white wine, of rosé as well. And it's actually not that bad. Of course, it's not the same like the wine from Italy or from Spain or South America, but it's also really good wine, and I think it's worth it trying it out. Now the spirit section. You can find everything you need. Hugo, Sekt, Jägermeister. That's very popular here in Germany, very common. And the prices as well, especially for spirits, are very affordable. That's something that is really affordable here in Germany. You can also find all kinds of sweets, candies, chocolate. Especially now that we're close to the Christmas time, you can see all kinds of chocolate, sweets, Lebkuchen, Plätzchen, all kinds of stuff with marzipan, which is really delicious. It's so common for Christmas, like there's a lot of candies, chocolates with marzipan, coming especially from the city of Lübeck in the north of Germany. So I don't know exactly why, but the marzipan from that area is very, very good, and I think it's the best you can find. And right next to the candy section, you're also gonna find the advent calendar. That's great! I love advent calendars so much, and I really love them because every day you're gonna find something nice and some nice surprise to light up your day. And now we're gonna pay. Let's go to the cashier. This part is really, really important. Here, at the time of paying, you're gonna notice how German efficiency works. Usually you have to show your bags, make sure that you don't take anything else with you. Especially while packaging, you have to do it by yourself and nobody is there to help you out. You have to do it very quickly, pack everything fast and make place very quickly for the person who comes next. Sometimes you don't have much time to do all of this and they do not wait for you.
Casamon the next day.
Sometimes it's very stressful because you see people behind you, they're like looking at their watch and they're looking at you and you're like, and like I said, they do not wait for you, usually. So that's something else that's part of the experience and you learn with the time. Of course, you're gonna get better at it, and when you are prepared, it's fine. I'm already used to it and always prepared. Okay, so well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know all of your comments, suggestions, your opinions about this topic, maybe what your experience while grocery shopping in another country has been, what your experience in Germany has been as well. And if you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.